It's another day and another news video is up for debate as we start off with details on the pitch black match set for the Royal Rumble on January 28th between Bray Wyatt and L.A. Knight. Yeah, where it has been reported that LED lighting, or I think it was LED lighting, or neon lighting, that's what it is. Neon lighting will be a part of the event, which I know a lot of people are, wondering how the match is going to set up. And the fact of the matter is, we still don't know a lot of the details, but what we do know is that neon lights will be in some way, shape, or form a part of it as of right now, which makes for an interesting question about the lighting, or still makes for an interesting question about the lighting when it comes to how things are going to work for the match, because WWE either hits a home run when it comes to interesting concept matches with Bray Wyatt, or it is something that makes you regret that Bray Wyatt was a part of it. The Firefly Funhouse match and the Swamp match are perfect examples of that. As, the equidistant, what's it called? How do you put it? The equidistant, one side of the pendulum and the other side of the pendulum, if that makes sense. Also, if you want an interesting note of randomness, in the last set of tapings for Impact Wrestling, former WWE superstar Barry Horowitz was not only featured on the event, but competed at the recent set of Impact Wrestling tapings, and was actually victorious in his match with a little help from a former WCW superstar in Dale Torborg, the Kiss Demon. So that is I guess you could say that is a bit of information that I never thought I'd pass along to y'all in 2023, but I guess you never know when it comes to professional wrestling what you're gonna say as far as news, and this kind of proves that. Speaking of news, we have information on the Raw 30 segment that has been, questioned as far as if the segment was canceled due to The Rock not being involved or not. And the fact of the matter is, according to Dave Meltzer, the report has that the segment was not canceled because of The Rock not being involved. The segment was canceled specifically. The segment in question is the acknowledgement ceremony. Basically, they had a feeling the plan was set in motion on SmackDown last week because Alpha and Sika are not ready to travel and Rikishi is sick. So the major parts of the segment, aka the Anoa'i family, as every generation of the Bloodline was set to appear, if a majority of the generations of the Bloodline cannot appear due to outside circumstances, then it doesn't really make sense to do the segment. And that's the situation that they're in right now, that a majority of the family could not appear, so there was no reason to do the segment. It is we have seen Alpha and Sika both appear in the past in support of Roman Reigns, but it has been quite a while since the last time Rikishi appeared on a WWE event, or at a WWE event, I should say. And, the fact of the matter is, them not feeling up to it for one reason or the other, whether it be illness or just not being able to travel because of an outside reason, it is a pretty justified reason why WWE went that way, and also WWE knew that was the case, and that's why SmackDown went the way that it did, because basically SmackDown's original plan was not for the show to end the way that it did, but the show ended that way to help prompt a new segment to be put together for Raw, and that's why they are doing the trial of Sami Zayn. But with Royal Rumble this weekend, on Saturday, it is pretty obvious, in my opinion, that you could expect Kevin Owens to be there to protect Sami Zayn during the trial. You can pretty much expect that Kevin Owens will be there on Monday Night Tonight again to help his son, to help his friend, as it seems like they are moving more toward the idea of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn clearly identifying their friendship still and going that direction. But the question is, will they follow up with the idea of Sami and Kevin and what Paul Heyman said to Sami Zayn about staying a few steps ahead of the tribal chief? Or will it be more along the lines of the Bloodline making the move on Sami before Sami makes a move on them? With that being said, though, there is another a little nugget to drop, and that is that Okada will be fighting. It will be IWGP World Champion Kazuchika Okada against Kaito Kiyomiya on February 21st at the event that will see the last match of the Great Muta. So not only will you see Muta versus Tatsuya Naito, but you will also see the GHC Heavyweight Champion Kaito Kiyomiya against IWGP Champion Kazuchika Okada. As far as I know, it is not title versus title, champion versus champion. There is no title up for grabs on that event. It is just 1v1 with no titles. It's just the one world champion versus the other in another interpromotional event with another interpromotional event between Pro Wrestling Noah and New Japan. With that being said, though, we have a little bit more news to get to, and that will be saved for the next video. Till then, I will see you again soon.